Hey everybody, this is Alex Blue, and this is All Number One's episode 5. So first of all, let me just say Happy Father's Day. That's when I'm filming this. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to start off with the book I just read recently. So we have number 1 of Alpha Flight, Fear Itself. It's a part of a 8 issue limited series. And yeah, this was pretty cool. This is the first thing I've read of Alpha Flight in a little while. I always liked him in general too. So let me just say, in this one, Atuma comes back with one of the, I don't know if it's Mjolnir or a different hammer technically, but one of the Asgardian type of hammers like Mjolnir and all that stuff. Because in the Fear Itself storyline, from what little bit I've read so far in different pieces, a bunch of different villains get a hold of things like that and get super powerful and are really endangering the world and heroes in general. So in this one, like I said, Atuma gets one of them, and he's super powerful in this. And he's in Canada just causing a horrible ruckus, kind of destroying everything. And Alpha Flight reassembles for the seems like the first time in a while, the way it's talking, at least with all of the members that shows up apparently. And it's really cool. I really like this one a lot. I really enjoyed it. I'm not going to give away any major things, but something pretty crazy happens towards the end. Somebody looked like they got pretty messed up, so that's pretty interesting to see what happens in the next issue, assuming I can find that one. But yeah, I really like this one a lot. All right, and the second book that I read was Deadline, Part 1 of 4. So it was pretty interesting. I have to say, it's the first time I've read any of this, which is good, but I had the first one. So far, it's basically about this woman right here. She's trying to get promoted and get into more interesting stuff. She doesn't like having to cover basically superhero gossip, essentially, and stuff like that. That's what she has to do at the Daily Bugle. So anyway, she's having to do stories like that, and she's wanting to move up, and she hears about a crazy kind of story going on, and she's trying to figure out stuff about it. And this ends in a pretty interesting ending that I didn't expect, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, I think it's pretty interesting so far. I'd be interested in checking out more of this. I also read Galactic Guardians, Part 1 of 4, is the first issue of this, of course. So anyways, this is basically in a kind of alternate reality, but I don't even know if that's the right way of putting it. It's basically I think a pocket reality that was opened up by something that happened in the normal timeline of the MCU or the 616. Not MCU, but I mean, of the Marvel normal reality, let's say. But anyways, nonetheless, so this guy right here, I thought that was pretty interesting. I didn't know who he was, but he actually is Wonder Man. So he's the older version of him. And yeah, we have a Fire Lord over here. I don't know if he's the normal one or not, I forget, but that's what his character is. And other characters that are from other things in the Marvel comics, like a Skrull, for example, and somebody who has the Phoenix Force, that guy up there. But yeah, this is really interesting in general. I like this one, but suffice to say, I thought it was pretty good, and I would like to read more of it. So that's the main thing I would say. And last but definitely not least, we have XMen Prime number 1. This cover, by the way, is one of those ones that's wraparound. And also, I don't know what you call it, but it's really shiny and kind of a different texture on the outside of the book as well on both sides. But yeah, it's very cool though. But yeah, anyways, in the actual story itself, it pretty much is a return to getting you back to the X-Men. I guess it was after some kind of big arc or something. I'm not really sure. But it has basically everybody in this, a lot of their villains, and almost all of the X-Men. And they're basically leading to a bunch of different stuff in the story. It has a pretty kind of unique ending, I would say, without talking about that very much, in one part of the story, and in some of the other ones, it's setting up a bunch of stuff. But yeah, it's just pretty good stuff. In general, I loved it, honestly, because anything to do with X-Men, I usually am at least interested in, but this one had pretty much everybody in it and a bunch of story stuff going on, so I really appreciated it for what it was, even though it maybe was a lot of setup, kind of in a way leading into other ones. I just thought it was really cool to touch base with all of the X-Men again in this story, as it seems like they're all kind of getting back together and starting off for something big again. So I certainly enjoyed this one. I'm Alex Blue. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you later.